Hi, I'm here with this episode of Horsefly on the Wall. It's the series I post in the group from time to time, basically giving you insight into my process. And this is Bleu, who I've posted some very fun video of him playing with his ball. And I wanted to introduce a little bit about how I'm going to approach him and just give you some pointers about how I am addressing him in this environment. So you could see that he was standing right with me there out of his own choice. And I'm observing him in the space. He's been here since Sunday. And initially, I like to just get to know a horse, put them in a spot where they can see everything, observe how he's interacting with his environment, look at how he is to care for. He is definitely an oral horse. I find that horses that have high play drives are often very oral. And I've noticed that he's looked at everything, is very curious about all of the things in the arena. And he has a lot of energy. One of the things we're going to be working on is his manners. His person is having a little trouble with his manners. And how I will handle that is always to start at liberty first. And I don't classify his manner issues as malicious or aggressive. A lot of it has to do with excess energy, fresh, basically. And so how can we channel that energy into good places? Did you find something good to lick there? My work always starts with looking for context for the horse. We never do anything without a reason. When I moved him a few minutes ago from the front of the camera, I knew he was blocking you guys' view, and he's about to go in for his close-up again. And so if I move him, I always have a purpose for it. It is never rote. What I'm starting to look for is moments where we engage, like now. And then I just pick up on that and see where it goes. The horse always leads my work. Right now, it's very, very passive. I'm just spending time with him, getting to know him. He's a very friendly horse for sure. He likes to play. One of the issues is playing safely with humans, not playing too boisterously. But obviously, this is not something we want to change about him. We don't want to change that he's a fun horse, actually. He's a fun horse with a lot of energy and a high play drive. So not the first time I work with that horse. I own a couple of horses like that. But just even this interaction, I'm seeing, how does this feel to me? He's coming into my personal space. I feel okay with this right now. I feel like this is a kind and gentle interaction, and I'm enjoying it. And he appears to be enjoying it because he's choosing to be here. Now something's got his attention. So when I'm freely hanging out in the horse's space and we're in each other's space, I'm looking for these spontaneous moments where we can exchange with each other. And if I start to move, I'm sensing how he's moving with me. He's choosing to come with me. This is an important piece here, that he's choosing to come to me. Now, I can feel that he wants to escalate right now with his mouth. And he struggles with that because he knows that people don't want that. But I'm trying to take a passive stance with him because I don't want him to feel like he's going to be corrected for that. I'm just going to find ways to diffuse that without being very correcting about it, because at this point, I think that he knows and is trying to exercise self-control, which is really important to me. Like right now, he really, really wants to be fresh with his mouth. And just simply that enough saying, no, I don't really care for that, is enough for him. So he did not need a strong boundary set there. saving my strong boundary sets for horses that actually come towards me with the intention to kick or bite, which rarely ever happens, but does happen sometimes. That's when we make very strong boundaries with horses, is when they actually have an intention. He has intention to play right now and doesn't know what to do with that energy. And so I'm starting to teach him what I like, and I'm going to do as little as I need to do. So he's had some fun running around a bit before I turn the camera on. He's definitely looking for something to play with. And we do have balls in here, but he's not seeking them out right now. And so I'm just noticing when he's under his own prerogative, like right now, seeking me out. And when we come together, when we drift away. So it's just a really very low pressure first few interactions, really just figuring out how we can interact with each other in a way which is both pleasant for both of us. And I'm observing what he's doing over there. Taking a look out the arena. But what's nice for me right now is I'm watching that he's had a bit of playtime, but he's more settled now. And I'm going to try to help him understand how to be with me in a way which I like, and I'm going to try to figure out what he likes in the coming few weeks when we start to work together. So he's testing me with his mouth, and I'm just using a little bit of energy, barely registering in my hand gesture of a very, very small block with my index finger, saying, I would prefer that you didn't do that. And then seeing if he hears that, starting at a very small request. And that was fully in context. So I'm going to be posting some videos of him moving, some confirmation shots, as I always do, to get you guys involved in my process. There is definitely some things that are going to be addressed in his biomechanics. I'm not going to give it away yet because I want to test you guys. And I'm going to be posting some little updates here and there, but also going to be documenting and teaching a class on how I use my system for rehabbing a thoroughbred that was off the track. So until then, for the next installment of Horsefly on the Wall, I will see you in the next one.